Did I say hi to AJ and Lenny?
I think we're
think I
live, by
did.
the way.
Oh,
All right. Welcome to BitMart's live AMA with Holdo Assets. I'm Jason from BitMart, and today we have three co-founders at Holdo Assets, Lenny, AJ, and Jenny. That's when you know it's a solid project. Collectively, they have years of experience in Ethereum, Stellar, and BSC. Maybe that's why they're building this multi-chain NFT marketplace. Jenny herself is a Wall Street veteran. They've published informative articles on Cointelegraph on the crypto side, and the New York Guardian and LA Weekly in traditional news. If you don't want to miss anything, go follow Jenny on social media. Like, she's a verified influencer, and you can Google her with Jenny QTA. The rules for the AMA haven't changed. Ask questions, and if your question is selected, win up to $40 worth of HODL each. We have 4 ways to participate. 2 are on YouTube, 2 are on Twitter. Please read the video description for details, or in the sidebar underneath. Yeah, let's get started. We want to know, with OpenSea and Variable being so popular, why you're building yet another NFT marketplace. So this question is for AJ. You're the CTO / tech guru behind the Holdo Galaxy platform. If someone were to ask you what makes your platform better than OpenSea, and Coinbase is also having theirs, Rarible, etc., what would your answer be?
Well, platforms like OpenSea and Rarible are amazing platforms, but at Galaxy we're striving to basically give mass adoption to the entire blockchain benefits. We don't want users to feel like they're being held hostage with one specific blockchain or access to only one platform to access their NFTs. So what we want to do is basically provide the user with the experience to ship NFTs over multiple blockchains, Stellar, Digibyte, Ethereum, Polygon, Binance, and all from a very user-friendly perspective or user-friendly interaction. We'd also like to see what users can come up with, how to use NFTs. Currently, everything is restricted to arts and collectibles, but we've got quite a bunch of users who've actually started doing music, videos, and gaming content with that. I think mainly what would be setting us apart from platforms like OpenSea, Rarible, or Coinbase is that we provide a social media with the NFT marketplace as well. So you can actually build up followers and friends and share your entire crypto portfolio with them, or even promote specific NFTs between your friendship circles and the rest of the public as well.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was playing around the beta version of the marketplace, and you can see the screenshot here. You can sort by, as AJ was saying, like these different other types of NFTs, like music, photography, wearables, and then sort by different chains. They have Stellar available, probably more when it goes live. And we had a little pre-chat earlier. Lenny said that the marketplace the full version will go live next month. So let's hear from Lenny. As the CEO of Holdo Galaxy, what would you like to see once the Galaxy platform is launched next month?
So big plans actually once the platform will be launched next month, but mostly what I think we will see, it will be massive growth and utility on the platform for the HODL. And because what we already do have right now, we have very exciting community, and we have over 1 million pre-registered users actually for the new platform. Mm-hmm. And I strongly believe that we will have very happy and fast growing actually community, which will be interacting with each other, creating their own marketplaces on our platform, because they will have lots of functionality due to the social aspect of the platform. Mm-hmm. And also will be entering our version of our Metaverse.
Oh, awesome. And then let's hear from Jenny. You're the financial whiz COO of Holdo Galaxy. Share with us your vision of where HODL Galaxy would be in 6 months, 6 months, or 12 months, and in 5 years.
Wow. Basically, we sent out a Twitter thread recently, just 10 tweets. Took me almost 2 hours and 10 tweets, but it was definitely live. In 6 months, definitely there could be a couple of things that happen. I can share a little bit more of that later on at the end or near the end of the show, but we could possibly be acquired. I can share a bit more of that in a little bit, how, what, who, etc. So we could be acquired. If we're not acquired, then basically Galaxy, which is going to be the new brand, Holdo Assets is that of Alphabet as Galaxy as to Google. That's how our brand's going to stand out. We just closed our 3 million seed round, and we are currently working on our Series A. Currently about 20 to $30 million Series A. That amount is, when it's in within the cryptocurrency space, is actually not big. It's kind of small. I mean, if you compare it to recent Solana's raise back in May, they raised $314 million, and I believe they too were at a Series A, if not. So our round 20 to $30 million is basically tiny compared to that amount. But yeah, so within that could be within the first 6 months, 1 year to 2 years from now. I don't doubt seeing us publicly traded on Wall Street if we're not acquired by then. But yet I'll pause there and can go further into that, in a bit. And keep in mind, everyone, right behind Jason, there's a screen of the current Holdo asset platform. Jason mentioned that is beta, but to those venture capitalists, high net worth investors out there, I wanted to mention is that even though while we're on beta, but we have been revenue driven since the launch at the end of August, and monthly has been 6-figure plus in revenue driven. So I wanted to make sure of that, because when you use the word beta, people think that, oh, it's just something for people to see, test. That is not the case. It is beta, but we are building wallets for our token, and the platform is already generating revenue.
Right. That's maybe I've used the wrong term, but or
oh,
it's
no,
beta,
you,
but
yeah, no, Jason, you've used the right term.
Yeah.
But
it's
I
functional.
also wanted to yes, it's a
Yeah.
functional, even though it's beta, but that's why we don't have the word beta on there,
Mhm.
because we don't want to confuse the public, because usually beta is like it's something that's not utilized, but it is kind of beta, but it's not. But when we launch Galaxy in January, it's gonna totally look different than what
Mhm.
you're seeing right there. I mean, it's nothing that you have seen before. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Definitely be looking forward to that. Next question is for the team or AJ. So the Metaverse, everyone is building their own version of it. What's your visual or vision of the Galaxy Metaverse?
Well, our primary vision for the Metaverse is privacy and entertainment focused.
Mhm.
We would like to create, or we're busy actually creating, a single platform where you can have fun, socially interact, and even earn money. And the best part of the privacy is you're not the product. We don't sell your information. We don't farm information. You can join the platform 100% anonymous. That means you are in control of all the information that you put out to whatever platform you want to. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. And I think one thing that's been going pretty crazy lately, like Facebook rebranding to Meta, and they've been extremely involved and like VR heavy so far, more VR than the AR. Which of the two do you believe is the future, or is it a combination of both? Why and why not?
Well, I personally don't see VR as the future of Metaverse. VR, I would consider to be the beta of the Metaverse, where AR would be your full expectation. Hardware will catch up to AR's requirements to give us sleek, slim devices. But you should not have to leave your own reality to access all the techie goodness out there. So I fully stand by AR. We've got development on our AR interfaces with the platform, which will also be slowly introduced after the main launch in Jan. So yeah, I think VR it disconnects you too much from your own world. You don't need to escape from your world. You need to add additional content. So AR is the way to go.
That's a really interesting take. Like instead of having reality and metaverse, like you want us to just live in the metaverse or like blend with what we have, what we encounter every day. Okay. So it's expected that in 2022, next year, Web3 NFT social media will be one of the hottest sectors, and Galaxy may be that very first platform to be fully launched. What are your expectations then? Maybe Lenny can answer this.
Muted. There we go.
Yeah. I'm unmuted now. Yeah, Galaxy actually probably will be first Metaverse social platform. Actually, we probably stay always the first social platform because no one's going in the direction as of now. But yeah, after the launch, basically, Galaxy will be first platform where people can freely and privately interact with the world around them. The place where artists will be able to mint, sell their NFTs, but also create their own community, create their own marketplaces, and via the social network interact with everyone else around them. This will actually massively help the whole ecosystem. And yeah, I believe that will be the way, and that's how we will be the first, and we will stay going first, actually going onward.
Got it. I'm following you guys on Twitter. So in a recent Twitter thread, and just what Jenny was talking about earlier, Jenny mentioned like a potential acquisition. So from a traditional finance perspective of what happens with the equity of the company, could you tell us what would happen to the Holdo token?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jason. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, in traditional finance, when we hear an acquisition, such as in my Twitter thread, I wrote about how about Microsoft offering Yahoo about a dozen years ago to acquire them, which that did not go through. But in recent, let's just say, acquisitions, if you guys wanted to Google Coinbase, right before they went public, they acquired another company called Bison Trail. It's also a cryptocurrency blockchain company. You could Google about that. It's an equity trade. So, you know, but what we will start seeing in 2022, companies such as, for example, Coinbase, right? As you know, they're looking to get into the NFT space. They're going to launch their own NFT platform. Coinbase is publicly traded on the traditional finance, which is Wall Street. They themselves don't have a cryptocurrency token. Now, of course, they can create one, obviously. Facebook doesn't have a cryptocurrency. They too can create one. Companies like eBay also could be a potential suitor for HODL Galaxy. they're in the traditional centralized world. They may want to acquire a decentralized marketplace like Holdo Assets of selling NFTs. And another suitor could be yourself, your company, Jason, BitMart, right? BitMart is an exchange like Coinbase. Now, if Coinbase, can get into NFT, why do they do that? Because diversification, because exchanges alone, if we were to go through let's just say a crypto winter, right? Maybe trading will slow down. So therefore, companies like Coinbase, I can easily see their vision that they need to diversify, getting into other businesses so that it can keep up with their earnings and revenue because they are publicly traded. So an exchange like BitMart, I can probably see a potential to buy a company or acquire a company like Holdo Assets because everything's there, revenue is there, And what I do see in the immediate future, probably starting in 2022, is that traditional finance, which are the companies that I've mentioned, will eventually acquire decentralized companies such as Holdo Assets. Now, there's the key that makes Holdo Assets extremely valuable. And you've touched on that, Jason, and that is the Holdo token. And I'll mention why, right? The Holdo token, we have a maximum, a hard cap of 10 million, just like a Bitcoin, right? So it's easier for companies to acquire a company like Holdo Assets because of our hard cap. Now imagine if we were to be, let's just say Solana, right? Solana or Ethereum, right? Great companies, no doubt about that. But look at the number of tokens out there. I believe in the future, great companies will launch a cryptocurrency, but instead of creating millions and millions and millions of tokens out there, they will follow suit with the godfather of cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin 21 million. When both Lenny and AJ created the Holdo token before I came along, they were genius. These two men are geniuses to create the plan of the Holdo token of just 10 million hard cap, because that is one of the key traits, key asset for the company to be completely acquired. Final thing, if let's just say we were to be acquired by, who knows, Coinbase, eBay, even BitMart, right? Our token will become their assets. So imagine if the Holdo token is the token for eBay per se, that could be huge. I mean, if Bitcoin can go to $69,000 per token, you could put two and two together. I mean, our all-time high was $20. And certainly for a 10 million cap, and if we get acquired, who knows where the token's going to go. That is the asset for both the cryptocurrency side and the equity side of Holdo Assets.
That makes a lot of sense. I like how you said you went from like Coinbase and then even BitMart, but it's definitely a possibility. Actually, we have our own VC fund called Cyfolio. And actually, during an internal meeting, I've pitched this like multi-chain NFT marketplace. Like FTX really only supports like Solana-based NFTs. And ever since Coinbase announced their own NFT marketplace, and our whole Q4 of 2021 has been NFT projects, Metaverse projects, because that's just where the trend is going right now. So to be competitive, we have been exploring sort of building a multi-chain NFT marketplace, but at the moment we don't have all that much resource for it. So it does make sense to maybe just like integrate with you guys, or at some point just acquire you guys. So yeah, for sure. It's a possibility. We'll have more discussion on that later. So in the same Twitter thread, Jenny's definitely the tweeter on the team here. Jenny stated you associated different fundraising rounds to different bets. So like for seed round, bet on the team, Series A, bet on the traction, Series B, bet on the revenue, and then Series C, bet on unit economics. But also earlier, you mentioned you guys are raising Series A, but have the revenue of Series B. Could you elaborate on that? How's that helped you in your fundraising journey?
Yeah, so basically, to the world venture capital, we're ahead of the game, right? Most people at our stage where you're revenue driven, you're supposed to be already at the Series B. So what that means is we have been bootstrapping, right? In scaling our businesses, which is something it's a positive, right? And so that's the reason why, as you just mentioned, Jason, and it's great to those who did not hear it, basically is when you're a founder and entrepreneur, you will go through stages such as the pre-seed, which Jason mentioned. It's usually when they invest in your company, they invest on the entrepreneur. Then when you get to a seed round, which we recently closed a seed round, they bet on the team, which is the team that you guys seen here, Lenny, AJ, and myself. And then the Series A, which is what we're working on right now, it's supposed to be bet on the traction. Obviously, we have traction. We have user. Our token is a traction. People, users are minting, buying, and selling. That's a traction. And then when you get to the Series B, that's where they bet on the revenue. Okay, great. How much money are you guys making? We're already there. Like I mentioned, since we launched in August until now, we are revenue driven, minimum 6 figure per month. And so at this stage, we should be already raising the Series B, but we're not. We're only raising the Series A. So that's the reason why we are a very, let's just say, hot in terms of the number of VCs we've been talking to companies who are looking to diversify, like Jason mentioned, BitMart, looking to acquire companies who could blow out as a unicorn status, and you know what, we will, to be a part of their portfolio. So that's where we're ahead of the game, Jason, when it comes to venture capital acquisitions, M&A. It's because we are ahead of the game, and we're thrilled about it, and we're confident heading into 2022.
Okay. And final question on Jenny's Twitter thread. And I think you kind of went over this earlier, but in case other organizations isn't BitMart is interested in acquiring you guys, why would a suitor just highlight why would a suitor be acquiring Holdo Galaxy?
Well, obviously similar to any other companies, like for example, I heard Gemini is gonna go public next year. I bet you they're gonna acquire some companies too as well. Coinbase did the same thing. Most company that goes IPO, and I'm sure BitMart is gonna follow suit. We love you guys anyway, Jason, BitMart. You guys been so helpful. I also wanted to. I don't want to mention his name, but he knows who he is at BitMart. Great guy, top VP at BitMart. We have never met, and I know if he's listening, he knows who he is, so we don't have to mention. I didn't ask for his permission, so I don't want to mention his name, but he knows who he is. A great team at BitMart helping the Holdo Asset, myself, Lenny, and AJ. But to answer you pretty much really quick is valuation, right? We will add assets and valuation, market cap to the company that acquire us, right? And obviously Lenny, AG, and I are open to join the team. We also have a very strong team back end, Metaverse back end, front end, which you will see once we launch in January. So, partially management, revenue, technology will be the first to launch. No other NFT platform will have what we have. And I will repeat, when we launch in January, no other NFT platforms will have what we have. So to, Coinbase will have to compete with OpenSea. OpenSea is looking to go public themselves, but with the platform that OpenSea has, plenty of bugs, plenty of problems on OpenSea that the Galaxy platform has already resolved. Okay, so companies like OpenSea or even Coinbase or even eBay, any of those suitors could be, an easy suitor to acquire a company like Holdo Assets to basically assist with their evaluation and diversification.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the insights. This is the first time we have like 3 of you guys on. Why don't each of you share like a final statement before we start taking questions from our audience? Lenny, would you like to start?
All right. Okay. In general, basically, I'm a farmer, or I'm an architect who become a farmer and fall in love with the blockchain and started HODL Assets, basically. Then that's in short version, that's me.
Are you talking like farming liquidity or or what
No,
kind of
I'm
farming
actually
are we talking?
a real life farmer, actually. So as
Awesome.
we discussed before the live stream, where I'm living, so I'm living in the middle of nowhere, actually, on the farm, and I'm farming actually shrimps and fish, and yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
AJ?
Awesome. Yeah. So being a problem solver, I think identifying all these problems that other companies have made is awesome challenges. Luckily, I've got an excellent team behind me. 2 teams actually.
3
3.
or blockchain
Yes.
team. Yes, 3.
Okay. So a really amazing team. I don't know where we would be without the team. But keep an eye on the platform. There are some huge things that's coming, things that we're not allowed to mention yet to the public. Other feeds actually have some teasers towards it, but 2022 is going to be hopefully a huge boom in the crypto markets.
Gotcha. Jenny?
Well, I don't want to take too much time, rather give the time to the audience with their, AMA Q&A. But, I am on Twitter. Out of the 3 of us here, I tweet the most for the company. But other than that, most people already kind of know about me. You can find me on Google. But yeah, my only thing is has been a bless and an honor to been working with these 2 gentlemen here for the last couple months. We all 3 of us click like, a hand to a glove. Is that the right analogy? So, we have a great team, and we look forward to 2022.
Awesome. So yeah, we'll start taking questions from our audience. First question from Ralph Benigo. Do you guys have plans to go from an NFT marketplace and like move on to becoming a DAO?
AJ?
So that's a very difficult question on the platform side of things. At first, we are going to focus primarily on NFT marketplaces and reselling NFTs to game creators, other users out there. Later on, we will make it a full dApp system where you can just from the API call any functions and create collections, bulk collections. So yeah, yes, later on within the next 6 months, I think it's on the roadmap. Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks for the clarification. Next question from B2K Pranto. I think we've covered it. We've had a lot of talk about acquisition, fundraising. he's asking, is this project only for elite investors? What about people with small funds? Is it open up for everyone? Do you have a Telegram group or channel where they can find out the details?
I'll take that answer. Unfortunately, investing in a company like Holdo Assets, due to the laws and regulations in the United States, it is only offered to accredited and high net worth investors only. There is the HODL token out there. It's publicly traded on the BitMart Exchange. So that could be a place where you could pick up some, assets that belongs to our company. But investing in the equity, which is where we were to go public, our stock will be publicly traded similar to Robinhood or Coinbase. Hopefully we will do that next year through a SPAC. I'll share that right now. But on that side, you can't. You have to be high net worth. You have to be accredited investors through KYC AML. We verify all the investors, and that would be the answer.
Awesome. This is more of a comment really from Brian Sellers. It says, I love the fact that with every new feature Holdo adds to the platform, the Holdo Assets team endeavors to further dispel the mystery and confusion that often surround these wonderfully innovative tech. Not a question, but really cool comment.
I'll make a comment back. I believe the word confusion, if that was there, it's not really confusion. It's because we haven't launched it yet. And the saying is that you keep your cards to yourself until you officially launch. So Lenny, Asia, and I, we agree upon that we tend to keep everything under hush hush until we're ready to, again, we rather over deliver, than over touting something and under deliver, right? So we don't say much in the public until we're ready to launch, and that's what we wanted to do. So the confusion could be right now because there's just not that much information out there, and we choose not to release it. That's the reason why.
Next question is pretty specific to the platform, from Katha Kelly. It says, when I try to purchase an NFT on Holdo Assets, it says no Rabbit wallet detected, even though I have connected MetaMask. Is Holdo Assets currently only supporting Rabbit wallet?
No. HODL Assets.
Okay.
HODL Assets supports MetaMask and Rabbit. For payments, currently you can only pay with Rabbit or with the Now payments implemented. So it'll create an invoice and you'll just have to transfer the funds to that invoice where it will complete the payment, transfer the NFT to you, providing that you've added your Ethereum and Stellar addresses to your portfolio. But currently it is supporting Rabbit and MetaMask.
Gotcha. Hope that answered your question, Katha. The next question is from Anthony Joseph on the problem of costly minting / gas fees to limitations on how NFTs can be purchased and transaction delays. Well, that's a bunch of questions merged into one. How can Holdo solve all of this?
Lenny?
Yeah, I'm checking the question. But yeah, currently, basically, on HODL Assets, all the minting of your NFTs is totally free. No gas fee whatsoever.
Wow.
Only when you purchase an
That's the
NFT.
current status, actually.
Okay. Yeah, one word, free.
And I'll add a bit to that. And just in case people say, well, if everything's free, how do you guys make money? Simple. We make 2.5% for every NFT sold. So if you make money, we make money. When you sell your NFTs, you keep 97.5% of what you've sold, and we take 2.5%, which is extremely cheap, in my honest opinion.
From well, I mean, some of these questions mean, well, it's good because it means that they're actually checking out the platform. From Tommy White, it says, I filter by source change, for example, Polygon. The purchase options only have XLM and Holdo without Matic. Is this a mistake, or is Holdo Assets currently only offering purchases with the above tokens?
Currently, we only have Stellar and Polygon as source chains for minting NFTs. You can purchase from any other blockchain. As I've mentioned before, we implemented now payments to receive Bitcoin, Dogecoin, whichever you want to pay with. And it will, through our API, complete the entire payment, pay the seller, and transfer the NFT through to you. We were looking at launching Binance as well with the MVP, but we've rather scheduled that for the main launch in Jan with a few additional chains as well.
Got it. Yeah, that's 5 questions. Actually, I love the project so much. We'll take one more. I'll pay you guys out of my pocket. I'll buy $40 worth of Holdo. It's from a verified user from Walid. I think it's just about like your general like marketing plan, how you plan on reaching international audiences. And I think he's asking specifically, do you have any target audience in the Arab region, because they're really interested in NFTs right now?
I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
Currently, we are talking to a couple of digital marketing company, and the key word here is digital. Talking to companies in Singapore, also in Dubai, Europe. So we believe that we will have the world cover when it comes to marketing and spreading more of what we're doing. We're also talking to a number of influencer. I have a good friend, can't mention her name, but those who follow my tweets kind of know. She's not an influencer, but she will definitely, she's a huge fan of Holdo Assets. So that's all I can say for right now. 7.7 million Instagram followers.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so it's huge. But other than that, I think we got that covered, Jason. The thing about the world of entrepreneurship is that money talks, right? We're generating revenue. We just closed a 3 million seed round. We're working on a Series A. So when money is locked in, basically that's when things happen. And as the Holdo token continues to rise, that too will benefit everybody pretty much.
Okay, great. Yeah, unfortunately, we're low on time and we can't be taking any more questions. We still have a lot of questions coming in, but it doesn't mean that participation is over. You can still comment after this video is posted. There are different ways to participate. Galaxy by Holdo Assets is a multi-chain NFT marketplace that encompasses much more than what OpenSea and Rarible have to offer. For more information, read up on Holdo Assets at holdoassets.org. The link will be in the description below. Holdo has started trading on BitMart last week. And again, you can still participate after the stream is over. Thank you, Lenny, AJ, and Jenny for being here, answering everyone's questions. And thank you all for watching.
Thank you so much, Jason. Thank you for having us.
Right,
Thank
thanks,
you.
guys.
Have a lovely evening. Cheers.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.